Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Satisfactory Desert Bus on this lovely day in the rocky desert. It's sunny, there's barely any clouds, the air is clear, the entire world is not pink or covered in fog. It's nice what it is, but also it's terrible for making thumbnails. It's the worst when I end an episode in the middle of the pink phase of the day, because everything is so pink, the entire thumbnail is pink. I either have to have a pink thumbnail or wait till the weather changes. It is the worst. But right now it's lovely and clear. Excellent. But yes, in the last episode we were working on getting the steel delivered over to the main base. And then we ran out of reinforced iron plates because I wasn't paying attention to how many I had and how many I might need. And, yep, whoops. I'm going to dump this because there is no reason to keep hold of that. But yeah, today we're going to carry on bringing it over towards the base. But we're going to stop off on the way to turn it into pipes, or tubes, or whatever they are. And the other one, beams! I remembered it this time, beams. And then we can potentially get them sent to the main bus, except, before we do that, I want to change around the entirety of how our iron production works, so maybe we'll also be working on that today. We'll see how things go. I realize it's quite a big undertaking, and is going to somewhat distract from progressing in terms of the factory, but I feel like with how I now want to set things up, it's better to just get it over with now, rip the band-aid off, or slowly pull the band-aid off as it stands, and just make the change earlier, rather than have to work around things, only to make the change later that meant you didn't have to work around them. Planning for the future. I've already had plenty of offline playthroughs where I've had to bootstrap things and work around previous mistakes that I'd rather just try and get it right on the first try this time round. Especially considering that this isn't the first try, because I have had those practice runs. Damn it, it's so close and yet so far. Alright, we'll have another one in the middle here. I think that lines up vaguely correctly. Yeah, that works. Oh. Didn't take damage. Good. And still the belts fight to try and be built on the opposite side to where I want them. I bet that one was close. It seems like it's about at its limit. Alright, oh, and here we are. Now to work out how we actually set up this building. First of all, do I have it line up with the rest of the foundations? I think no, because I don't think that one is, so we're just willy-nillying this. We've already made that decision. This giant rock is annoying. I might blow it up. We don't have much in the way of explosives, but I think we can make more, so... Oops. I clapped. It was a warning clap to let people know I was about to set off explosives in the area. Oh, I did it again. Why do I keep hitting T? Because I'm missing R. Okay, that's that cleared. And then there's a little bit of greenery over here to cut back. In one fell swoop, 2 different trees. Magic. Okay. So... foundation. We'll go with the thicker one just because the ground's a little bit bumpy around here. I want to make sure I don't end up with any patches underground because it's always the worst. I'm just going to plonk one down and start, I think. This is about the room we got to work with. If I could leave some of this ramp clear, that will be convenient for transportation purposes. We can get quite snuggled amongst this rock here. I think we never quite end up like encroaching on it, so this is fine. We could keep this down here clear to go down here, but I don't think we need that one quite so vitally. Maybe I'll kick myself later because it was actually a good route, but it's gone now. Already removed. Okay, we're up to 4x5. So I'm thinking there's basically going to be 2 rows of constructors. So that means we need at least 5, probably 6. We can do 5. We can make it work with 5. Start a descent, and I'm going to put some walls in. This is going to have walls in key areas to mark where I can actually build stuff. I mean, if it's 5 wide, I could have it go this way, but then we need a certain depth to it so we can actually build plenty of machines. Okay. So, constructor. And then around about there. And I think that still leaves room. Yeah, that leaves room for a merger. Let's actually put it in. Meanwhile, here we should have enough room for 2 splitters. Technically, 1 could work. But if we have 2, that gives us twice the potential throughput. So there is some value. So I like the weird mishmash of the proper color of red and the default color of orange. It just seems to be getting worse over time, I swear. It's like some of these things are okay. I think, yeah, these ones. These ones are a complete mess. They really do need to go through all of their machinery, and I imagine it's literally just like a tick box or something. It's like, set this as an editable color, or something. I don't even know what's up with it, but like, all the different textures, like, every texture seems to have like 3 different conditions where it's like, the moment you set the color, change this. But then there's also, when you load, remember to keep it the color it was before. And then there's, when you build after saving and loading, since you set the default color to something different, use the new default color. It's weird. So there's so many different conditions by which the orange can turn up again. There's like 3 different layers to it, and how it can happen. It's a mess. Okay, yeah, we can easily put a 5th layer without encroaching almost at all on this slope. Don't know if we're ever even going to use it, but could be good. Okay, let me just look at the recipes. So, steel beams, it needs 3 steel ingots per minute. So if we want to make like 60 per minute, we need 180 coming in. So one thing I'm thinking is we might have a 2-tier thing, where 1 tier is like pipes and beams, and then the next one is beams and beams, because you need so much steel to feed the damn things. Like, how many constructors can I have before I literally can't supply the ingots? Right now, it's 4. I'm hoping to have everything be Mark 3, so in that case I could have 8 on this level before I have to go to a new level. Okay. Whereas when it comes to the pipes, it's 1-to-1. But there's also 15 per minute produced rather than 10, so the numbers are all weird. Then again, this is still 4 though, because yeah, it's when it comes down to the inputs. Well, 4 to be 60 per minute, I could do 8. So I'm thinking 8 might be the way to go. If I recall correctly, a constructor, yeah, so it would be 9 deep ultimately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this does cover up a little bit, like this slope here is gone. We're kind of limiting ways of going in that direction. 2 different downward slopes over there are gone. Oh, hello. I didn't check this rock right here. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. That won't cause any problems. Okay. So this does work. And this is enough for 120 per minute of pipes, which is probably all we ever need, maybe. I'm not actually sure. And then theoretically could give us 80 beams per minute, requiring 240 plates per minute. So yeah, 2 more layers and we can do 240 beams per minute for 720 ingots. Which is achievable. Probably. I mean, everything always is. You can always overclock and build better miners and stuff. One thing I will do is shift all this a smidge. I'm going to standardize it because the constructor is exactly one foundation wide. I only remember the name foundation because I was literally mousing over it at the time. It's exactly one foundation wide, but you need to have one extra foundation total because walls will get in the way, so they've got to be over by one. But what I like to do is do them like dead middle on the foundation, and then that just looks neater for what it's worth. And it's also easier to like work at exactly where you're building something because you can place it exactly central on a foundation. So make 8 of these. I don't know what we're on, but we'll find out when I fall off this. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a drop there, okay. And then same this side. I hope I've got the distances right here. I think I have. Yep, the bounding box lines up with the edge of the foundation. I think that's what I was going for. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then we need a crap ton of splitters. Many, many splitters. And position right as well. Yeah, they are. Okay. It's going to be a little bit frustrating to put all the belts in for these, I can already tell. Partially just because of how much there is going on in this small space. Oh, and there we go again. Yep, just falling off is the signal. I'm going to make some ramps. Maybe just ramps along the whole thing. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. I'll just do ramp in the middle. Just going to put it like that so I can then replace it without having to faff about with menus quite so much. Also, let's put in a lower level of foundation so this doesn't look like it's floating. Right, this needs it too. But technically don't need one under here, but I feel like it might help because there's there is a gap that you can see through. Not that I can right now, but yeah, you can see through that, so it's worth putting something in there. Okay, another thing is we've only got one belt coming in right now, so it's not going to be able to feed these fully. We'll just split it and feed it into the two of them for the moment. Okay, this part of it. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe it isn't a thing. Oh no, wait, I've got to hop up on the belt to start. Okay, I can build from over here. For a second there I thought I was going to just have to like bounce around all over the place to be able to build the damn things. Technically these could just be Mark 1s, I realise. I'll just build them like this. And then the nice thing is that I'll never have to change them because they don't need upgrading to Mark 3s and everything else. This isn't too bad, especially if you get a rhythm going, he says, as the rhythm fails. Ah, again and again. It's like it's on command. Oh, that went wrong. Well, now I know you can do that. Oh, there is one actual convenient feature that did come along in the experimental version that's currently far too buggy to function at all effectively. Is that you can now actually stack the splitters, which is wonderful news. So once I actually have that update, because it's more stable at all, we'll get to have some fun with that. It'll help with our builds, and it may change a little bit about how the main bus works, but I think it won't. Maybe it won't, just because I don't want to have to change it all again. Okay, oh, this could go in the middle actually, I realise. Yeah, this works. What if we do it like this? Little clusters of them. we go, and then... Nope, not deconstruct. Connect them all down the middle. Oh, if I can. Okay, I'm gonna have to get closer. And then each one... Oh, I messed that up immediately. Each power pole powers the ones on either side. Ah! Okay, I realised the issue about having them so close together. There we go, this is a better technique. The one you're working on actually being nearest to you. And... that should be the power done. This should all be completely occupied, apart from the end ones. And then, I might as well hook up power from the actual direction of the big power facility we have. I'll have to put a power pole like down there, though. And you down to there. Oh, you'll go perfectly through like a conveyor belt thing. Look at that. Very nice. And then you will have to go off vaguely over here somewhere and it becomes significantly messier. That'll do. Oh, this needs filling in. The game really doesn't like you building underneath stuff. It just keeps me like, you want on the side? Are you sure you don't want to build on the side? Oh dear. Okay, that's all the input stuff done. We might as well get this actually connected up. So let's do that. Then splitter. Oh, this might be a bit weird. Oh dear. Yeah, you know what, we'll do it the other way around. Go to that one. That gives a bit more room for things to move. Maybe. Will that work? There we go. Nice. 120 per minute, split evenly between the two for now. So yeah, let's have these back here be steel pipes. I'm just gonna walk on the floor level. It's easier while there's still room here to work. You're all making steel pipes. And then you are all making steel beams. I say all, it's going to be a fraction of you for a while. There we go, and then we'll sort out the mergers. Facing that way. Have them come out the back of the building. Oh, missed. There we go. One more. And outputs. Again, these actually could just be Mark 1s, but I'm making them Mark 2s because I can. I'm going to regret this later because the reinforced down plate supply is very slow right now. And I'm just slowly eating away at our supply when I have most of it on me. Okay, that's beams done. Well, there won't be many of them. I mean, there are some. Might as well grab them. And then we'll do the same for the pipes. Then we can start closing up the building. I think I might actually do that with this one. Because we know there's not going to be any kind of sideways expansion. The only direction we'll be going with this particular building is up. I have already concluded. And probably for the best. Ah! Good, this isn't that much of a drop. Everywhere else is. Okay. Let's work from on top of these. So I realize I'm building these backwards, but it's working out which way it's supposed to go anyway. Oh, sometimes it gets real fiddly to actually click the damn things. Can walk along for this bit. And this output is fine. This is, I think both of them are actually. Yeah, both outputs don't ever need upgrading because they can never be better than 120 per minute. Pipes is exactly that. Beams is only 80, so they're absolutely fine. So there we go. When we need the supplies, we'll just take them out the side of this building and send them off to where they need to go. The inputs are... Oh, you know what? I've missed a step in the inputs, I realise. Because first this needs to go into a wall thing. So, cut all this for a minute. Let's do this properly. Wall conveyor times 2. Run the belt into this one. Then split. Run into this one. And that's the way we're meant to do it. Okay. Then walls around the whole thing. Basically seal it off because we'll never really need to come back. Except at one point to upgrade things to Mark III. And only a few things anyway. Oh, I've fallen off. It's fine. We're about to run out of supplies anyway, apparently. We have actually got through our concrete supply after all. That was me thinking it was going to last forever. The foundations were probably the thing that did it. Just spamming so many of those everywhere. Oh, you know what? By now, we'll have done our sciencing of the alien organs. Let's go check that out. Then we can stick fabric in there or whatever. Oh, here we go. Choose a new thing to analyze, and we'll go find out what the science is that we've got. Oh, there's another alien organs one, this time 10. We can't do that one. We can do fabric, so 10 of that. Go get the fabric. There you go. 7.5 minutes, piece of cake. Now we don't have a nice round number of fabric evermore, and this hurts me. Okay. Oh, enriched coal. I forgot about that. We need a bunch of coal to do that. Let's just chuck that in there. Also, I like that every single one of these was the coal symbol, but it was, I think, making compacted coal and then making coal by different means? I don't even know, really. But for some reason, our rewards were coal, coal, and coal. Okay, wait, what? I already have inhalers. I've already made those. I guess I unlocked them and then they changed the science, so I need to unlock them again. But different this time? That's weird. Sure. Need to restock on wires and cables. Just grab the 1 stack. I'll grab 2 stacks of this. And there you go. And that's what the alien organs were about, apparently. Sure. Are there 2 in the thing now, I wonder? Oh, there's one that's made of alien organs. Right, I understand now. Okay. Okay, mycelium alien organs. Interesting idea. Because alien organs are renewable. Mycelia isn't, but it is significantly more common if you know where to look. Basically, it's just a case of finding a big cave, and then you'll have mycelia forever. Combine that with killing anything living every time you see it, you can get a pretty solid supply of inhalers if you run out of food sources. Though it seems like they're all regrowing nowadays, so it's not quite so much of an issue not having food. Okay, concrete. Whole bunch more of this. just for the purposes of walling stuff. Also grab a bit more of iron, because it's also needed for that. And how's this doing? Oh, we're doing okay. Our supply of reinforced plates is pretty solid now. I do wonder, should I make some more Nobelisk? Can I make some easily? Let me check what we need. Beacons are a bit of a pain. It was steel. Steel was a limitation before, and that's no longer a problem. We can now make as much Nobelisk as we like because we have the steel pipes. Okay. Maybe I should just throw some more of that together then. And check out my supplies. We'll grab a stack of this. Also stock up on coal a bit, which I can steal from these. Yoink. Grab a second stack of sulfur and we'll just make tons of the stuff. Because we can. At some point I'll automate it, but today is not that day. I cannot yet be bothered, even though I now have to go through the effort of sitting here and holding down this button till it's done. It's a time to think, you know? But yeah, I do plan on putting this on the main bus at some stage. Just we actually need a consistent belted supply of sulfur coming in before we can really make good use of that. What I could do is set up like a constructor that I just dump stuff into, I suppose. Oh, there's the ship getting back. I like the boom. The boom is a nice touch for that thing turning up. Okay, so to make the Nobelisk we just need the beacons. If I get 16 beacons, that makes full use of what I have right now. And then I'll craft some more. In fact, no, look, we'll make it 20. And then I'll just make the stuff I need, the extra pipes. Because I have the steel on me anyway. There we go. So I should now be able to make 20 Nobelisk. And that'll keep us supplied for a good long while. We'll blow up all the rocks we want. And that'll make some extra pipes to fill in. We have enough in the way of ingots. I mean, I realized I could just go loot the actual pipe production. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be smart about it. Also, at some point I need to actually do some proper painting. Because I do have some ideas for how I want the colour scheme on the buildings to work. Just that I'll probably do it all at once, one day in the distant future, when I have a bunch of buildings done and I've got a bit of free time while I wait for something to be made. There we go, let's build it 3 high all the way around. I think 3 high is what we want. Easier to work on this from outside. And again, building underneath is real fiddly. You gotta put it on like the bottom 10th of the foundation, or it's like you want to build this above, right? And building above is really easy. Oh. Maybe just built a wall somewhere in a rock in the distance, or even shore. Oh, there we go. Below, please. Right into the ground. Got a look of it, it's important. Oh, again, may have built a wall in the side of a rock. I don't think you can build walls just willy-nilly. I think they have to be on a foundation, otherwise I would just be dotting them around the countryside. I'm just going to walk around this side of the thing. Yep. The supply is still going strong. Should continue for a good long while, though I've realised I'm pretty sure that the actual coal supply that feeds into the entire steel thing is still powered by biofuel? I'm not 100% on this, but I think that's... No, I am 100% on this. I never hooked up any wires to that thing. Absolutely not. Right, we gotta go over here for like the proper filled machines. There we go. 100. 200. Should be able to do a similar thing over here, but not quite as effectively. It's gonna take 3 times the time for it to build up here. But we'll loot what there is. Which isn't actually that much. We got nearly 3 stacks of the stuff. Okay. Oh, again, I've accidentally to-do listed it. It's fine. And we'll finish encasing this. I'm going to leave the roof just open for now because I can't be bothered. But later on, a layer of foundation will go in that will then serve as the floor for the next layer. And we'll just duplicate it layer by layer as needed to keep up with demand of steel. That is the idea. And there we go, it is sealed off. We just have these 2 outputs. Oh wait, no, I missed a couple of bits here. There. Yeah, these don't matter so much in exactly how they're arranged. We'll work something out. Doesn't really. I'm just gonna leave it. And that's our steel. It's ready to be sent to the bus. But before that happens, there is other work to be done. The bus needs to be prepared, and that means tearing down a lot of what I built over there. After all, to making all that, I now want to tear the whole thing down and do it differently, because I'm the worst. Let's go see if fabric's been covered. Yep. Don't know what it unlocked, but there's no more fabric-based research.
Parachutes. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Hub Tier 2. And we can get parachutes. Don't know if I'll use them. Also, I feel like maybe I've already made these or something. I can't even remember anymore. It's all just blurring into one game. I played too much Satisfactory in different saves. I don't know whether I'm re-researching old stuff or what. I've definitely made parachutes in multiple other games, but I never actually used them. Because, well, in the early days it was because you could ragdoll instead. Now it's just because I avoid heights in the first place. Anyway, off goes the pod to go send the science sample things or whatever, however it works. I mean, it's just technical components. It's for project assembly, presumably. And we yet to know what that is, but it's presumably some horrible, sinister, evil plot, because it usually seems to be something like that. Anyway, we are done for today. We have our steel stuff arriving and being turned into things. Now we need to actually get the iron being redone elsewhere. Also, at some point, got to go back to the coal over there and get it actually hooked to the power network instead of powered by some biomass generators that could at any moment run out of fuel, or may even have already run out of fuel and we just won't notice. Like, we're not going to be able to tell until the steel supply on our end disappears. That's going to be a while after the coal fails, and then it's going to take a long time for it to kick back into gear and get all the way down the chain again. So I really should just go deal with this right now, but I know I'm going to keep putting it off and putting it off till another time, because I'm the worst. But that's all we have time for today, so I should say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.